Now, big news coming in. The China espionage attempt in the United Kingdom has raked a massive political controversy across the world, specifically a war of words now between the UK and China. A British parliamentary researcher who had been arrested on suspicion of being a Chinese spy in March this year. The UK Prime Minister, Mr. Rishi Sunak, and Premier Qiang from China. In fact, Mr. Sunak had raised concerns with Premier Qiang about significant issues and concerns that the UK has had with respect to Chinese interference in democracy following the arrest of this parliamentary researcher allegedly for spying. Now, this meeting was between China and the UK, which was held on the sidelines of the G20 summit in India. Rishi Sunak reminded China that such attempts undermine Britain's democracy.
Our approach is completely aligned with that of our allies. If you look at how countries like America, Japan, Canada, all engage with China, that's what they do, because engaging with people allows you to raise concerns directly. I think that's a more powerful thing to do. You know, where there are areas of disagreement or areas of concern that we have, I'd rather be in the room talking to the Chinese directly about those face to face. I think that's the right approach. There's no point carping from the sidelines. I'd rather be in there directly expressing my concerns, and that's what I did today.
China is a country that we do a lot of business with. China is a country that is significant in terms of world economics. It sits on the UN Security Council. We certainly should not be describing China as a foe, but we can describe it as a challenge, which is what the Justice Secretary said yesterday.
If you see in the past also they have done such activities where if you take a case of states where we had the aerial balloon going up, they're trying an incident in the UK Parliament. It was something similar here, but I must commend our agencies who were much alert, who could avoid this. Otherwise, they're always on a lookout to get into the details and trying to maximum find out what's happening. And they want to take such details. And we, on the other hand, I must say that we have to be more careful.
Well, we have our colleagues Qiang as well as Shivani joining us for more on this. Shivani, this has kicked up quite a storm. It was also something that was raised on the sidelines of the G20 summit as well. But interestingly, it's not just the United Kingdom that has had an issue with Chinese interference of this nature.
Certainly, there was an incident that was reported that there was an unusually big bag that was called for the detection by India's security agencies, and to which the Chinese delegation refused. And this was a whole ruckus that was created in one of the five-star hotels, which were there for the premier of China and his delegates. And after which this incident was reported, and the bag which was sent back to Chinese embassy. So there are reactions now coming in after this incident has been reported that China can stoop to any level, and there might be some hidden equipment that they wanted to use for spying purposes or snooping while the G20 Leaders Summit was on. And we've also been talking to a lot of defense experts, diplomatic experts, who say that if this thing has happened, then we must take it strongly in the diplomatic channels. And the bag which was there, which was unusually big bag, and the Chinese were not ready for getting this bag checked, and after which it was taken to Chinese embassy. And very importantly, it's important to mention out here that Brazilians were also staying in the same hotel. So when there was a movement of other dignitaries and VIPs, there was this whole chaos that was created by the Chinese delegation, to which the authorities, the Indian security agencies, they all reacted and responded, and they raised objections on why this bag is not allowed to be checked by Chinese. So is there something which is objectionable? What's exactly there in that bag? That was all inquired, and in fact the bag was sent to the Chinese embassy. Only then this whole chaos calmed down in that particular hotel. But this seems to be a very serious issue and an issue of concern, where the Chinese embassy must give out a statement that what was there exactly in this bag. Was there something suspicious? Was there something which was being hidden by the authorities in India? Because we've seen this in the balloons were also installed by China for snooping and spying activities.
Absolutely, Shivani, stay with us because while these allegations have been surfacing, China has denied all such charges and has urged the British authorities to stop spreading false information and stop what it describes as its anti-China political manipulation and malicious smear.
所谓中方对英国进行间谍活动的说法，纯属无中生有，中方坚决反对。我们敦促英方停止散布虚假信息，停止反华的政治操弄和恶意诋毁。中英两国领导人日前在出席20国集团领导人峰会期间举行了会晤，就双边关系和共同关心的议题交换意见。我们希望英方停止政治炒作，秉持相互尊重、平等相待的精神，以建设性的姿态推动中英关系发展。